Welcome to my Bajerski YouTube channel. Today is a beautiful day. In fact, it's glorious. And it's so nice to have you here. It really is. If you're new to this channel, please keep taking your medication because you'll need it. Kidding. Okay guys, we're going to talk about a crystal today, which is probably my favorite crystal, probably the only go-to crystal that I ever worked with when I was traveling, and I traveled to over 30 different countries as a full-time healer for 12 years. This crystal has always played an important role in the peace of mind of humanity. So every time I gifted this crystal, I saw the inner peace, and it really is a reflection of the energy that it admits. It's a beautiful wave that carries high vibration, but it also clears the mind. It has this great energy of clearing the mind. And at the same time, you can also see, if you rest it on the heart as a healer, you can see that it changes its frequency and blasts the energy in the heart, so it strengthens. It's also fantastic for the stomach as well. All of these things are incredible for travel. But the main source of energy that I saw with this crystal is that it purifies the blood. For some reason, it has this great energy to make the blood flow, especially when the heart's being pumped. So when the heart's being pumped, the flow of the blood seems to be it's like a purification. It's quite profound, really. A lot of my clients, I can share this with you because a lot of my clients who suffered with deep vein thrombosis, can't even say, but real bad issues with their circulations, joints and anything like that, they always used to say that they felt better with this crystal on after I'd done a healing session. And a lot of them used to buy crystals from me and used to say that this is an amazing crystal. Why and how did it all start for me? I think my first trip abroad when I was a healer was a scary one because I was leaving at that time my wife and child in a village on their own. So for me it was like, a little bit nerve-wracking. I had this crystal around my neck. Why? Out of all the crystals that I worked with, I just put it around my neck. I remember leaving for the airport and it was delayed by 2 hours. Obviously that 2 hours was stressful for any of us, you know. Okay, 2 hours, what am I going to do? This is around my neck, and now I'm feeling a lot more calmer. And I realized that, wow, I don't feel really worried. On my return flight, I had it on me again. Remember, I had a box of crystals. Everywhere I went, I used to have a box of crystals, but this was around my neck again. And I found that interesting too, why I went for this crystal. Put it around my neck, the flight got cancelled. So instead of everybody screaming at the desk, I sat down and just relaxed till everybody had gone, and then I got up and I was put into a hotel, ended up having a meal, and the flight was the next morning, which meant I had some rest, and it was fine. And through the flight, it was a little bit bumpy at one point. Again, I didn't feel anything other than everything's fine. It's all as it should be. Coincidentally, every time I've flown, it always seems to be that I'm sat next to somebody who is absolutely terrified of flights. And anytime, this happened so many times, anytime the flight bumped and there was turbulence, I used to take that person, whether it was, well, it was normally women actually, I used to hold my hand out or say to them, don't worry, I've got a lot to do in this world. I'm not going anywhere. So if I'm not going anywhere, neither are you, so don't worry. And they used to laugh. Just settle them down from being absolutely terrified of the flight. Many other reasons why I believe this crystal is fantastic for travel. Not only is it for flying, but also in the car. It is a real de-stress crystal. When you wear it, you feel more at peace. You can handle situations a lot more calmly. The crystal itself is an inner peace crystal. So let me show it to you now. What crystal am I talking about? I'm talking about malachite. The most beautiful crystal, malachite, for travel. So that actually looks like Britain. It looks a bit like Britain. Yeah, it's beautiful. Look at the naturalness of this. Look how, can you see that? How it goes in there. It's just a beautiful, natural, polished piece of malachite. Gorgeous. Love it. I've got a massive collection of malachite that I've loved, and some of those malachites have been there for probably over 8 years on my website. Gorgeous, gorgeous pieces. Well, let's talk about it, shall we? Malachite in its energy comes in this kind of green, light green, and very dark green, almost to the look of black sometimes. Not to differentiate it with malacola and azurite and malachite. This malachite alone is the crystal that you want to be looking for. It holds an energy of not only protection, but it also heals and strengthens dark energy. So it heals that feeling of darkness, fear, worry, and brings in a lot more kind of it's all about calmness. It's all about nature. When you look at the green, it's giving you the green of Mother Earth. So you heal with her, you lie on her. These are the signatures in colours that give you an idea of why the crystal is so powerful. So ultimately, when I first started, I had no idea why I was picking crystals up. And then I started realizing colours are signatures of Mother Earth, and they tell us, they warn us, they tell us what is good, what isn't good. And green is, for me, definitely healing on so many levels. So malachite is the crystal. I don't want to make this too long, because I think by condensing it down to less than 10 minutes, it gives you an idea of how profound this crystal is and how it's worked on literally hundreds and hundreds of my clients who swear blind by this crystal. They absolutely love it. There are other crystals you can combine it with, because combining crystals is a fantastic thing to do as well. However, if you're going on a flight, buy yourself a nice piece of malachite, hold it in your hand. When you wear it, depending on how you're feeling, if you're more interested in finding peace in your life, wear it higher up as you're flying or traveling. If you want to clear like pain and suffering of the body physical, then put it to your heart. And if you're feeling like you've got real nervous, deep trauma issue, get it down to your stomach. So either wear it here, here, or here. Hold it in your hand as often as you want, and let the magic of malachite begin. Hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for going to markbajerski.com and buying your authentic crystals. Have a great day. Take care.